CNMI. Good morning, Tomas.
Hi, Tomas.
Good morning, Bree and Chris. Here's the latest on what's making news in the Northern Marianas. As KUAM News reported, KUAM questioned CNMI Governor Ralph Torres during a media briefing held earlier in the week for clarity on reimbursable funds. Both the NMI Congressman Kilili and some local representatives from the CNMI legislature continue to ask about what the metric is for making sure that there are, in fact, reimbursable funds. He says that decisions are made in the government office in close consultation with FEMA. We wanted to share this clip from a Zoom briefing from the other day about the governor responding to the questions on reimbursable funds. Take a listen.
What is the process to ensure that any funds being spent now are in fact FEMA reimbursable?
Well, I want to make it clear to everyone. We do have a good working relationship with FEMA. The process that we have been doing since day one has been different from the past. We've learned from some of the challenges that we went through YouTube. All of the issues that we have here, whether it's vendors, hours worked by employees, or purchases, we go through FEMA. We still have a lot of definitions that needs to be cleared, a lot of issues. But in terms of vendors, we're confident that the money that we spent, first and foremost, was done for protection of our health. Really, it's not a matter of whether it's going to be reimbursed or not. When those decisions were made because of the best interest of the health issue and the declaration. But being said, we have been working with FEMA. We have been working diligently and transparency on the products and supplies that we've purchased, and we've already turned in several project worksheets along with GAR, Pachaguro, and the other purchases that we've made. But we are confident that those purchases will be reimbursable. But again, the decisions that we've made, along with the concurrence and recommendation of our hospital, our health professionals, our doctors, our nurses, with GAR, those decisions was made regardless whether it's reimbursable or not. So I want that to be clear, that the decisions we made purchasing these items was in the best interest of our community and for their health.
The House Special Committee on Federal Assistance and Disaster-Related Funding convened at the CNMI legislature also on Wednesday. Questions ranged from procurement to reimbursable funds that the governor was just talking about in that clip. With regards to the CARES Act, local representatives questioned the governor's authorized representative, the GAR, Patrick Guerrero, for about 2 hours and 30 minutes on Wednesday. Also, yesterday, the governor announced his economic plan that we reported on, calling it the CNMI Community-Focused Economic Recovery Plan. One highlight of the plan includes the resumption of tourism on July 15. The task force understands that it's not a set date. They're setting this as their target date and are looking into a grant to require origin testing for tourists leaving their place of residence and testing upon arrival into the Commonwealth. Public health recommendations by the Commonwealth Healthcare Corporation, they say will continue to lead the gradual reopening. They have a three-pronged approach here in the CNMI, phase, guide, and monitor, and it requires testing, again, before boarding the flight and upon landing. I wanted to share with the viewers today the latest numbers from the Commonwealth Healthcare Corporation for the Northern Mariana Islands. The cumulative number of confirmed COVID cases in the CNMI remains at 19. The cumulative number of persons released from quarantine is 378. We remain at 2 deaths, and our number of recovered cases thus far is 12. And right now, we just reached over 3,000 people who have been tested through the community testing initiative. That number exactly is 3,325. Green Chris, we know this is important because much of the recovery plan and moving through the different moving from the different red to green zones in that recovery plan, the governor is telling us will be tied to the amount of people who go through the testing initiative. And so that's around 3,325 at this time. And I just finished attending an 8 a.m. briefing with the governor and the director of the Department of Labor here in the CNMI, run through KKMP. They're expecting some of the federal assistance with the PUA program to come in and be able to sign up for that in the CNMI by June. Just some other new updates from the CNMI governor's office. there's the renewal of the Executive Order 2020-04, extending the public health emergency for about 30 more days from the date of the executive order, which is today. And also another amendment for the week of May 17th through May 23rd, government offices will be open in the CNMI for 4 hours, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. And after effective May 24th, government offices will be open for regular hours maintained by the shutdown caused by the COVID-19 pandemic, of course. And Bree and Chris, that's the latest that's making news on this Friday here in the Northern Mariana.
Business!
All right, thanks, Tomas.
Thank you, Tomas. Have a good weekend. What are you working on for this weekend? What's going to be happening in the CNMI?
I think a lot of people are starting to question those contracts that are being signed now. I know that's also something of great concern.
I'll say.
And so we're, some documents were leaked, as some people might know, and we're also looking into the hotel contracts that are being signed. This is nothing new for any residents in terms of being concerned about the hotel contracts. We're hearing that one contract might be about $14 million here for the facility. We're going to confirm that and ask.
You just got to beat us, huh? Just got to beat us.
Yeah, and so
why are you so competitive?
Get those answers and try to get confirmation. And the governor has an 8 a.m. press briefing again through the local radio show, so we'll get him on record on that as well about the contract.
Okay,
right.
Thank you, Tomas.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Let us know if you
too.
need some extra eyes on those documents you're getting.
All right.
He'll
Chris,
be happy to look
Yeah,
at them.
Bree is just so excited to look at it. Just WhatsApp it to Bree. I'm going to block you on WhatsApp for today.
All right. Thank you.
Okay,
All
bye.
right.
Wash your hands. 941, containing COVID. So, Sabrina,
Yeah?
Police Week, right?
No, it's actually, I know that's what I thought it was, but it's
Okay.
actually Police Memorial Day.